the Taoiseach essentially telling people to brace themselves for hard times ahead when it comes to energy and fuel prices.
Yeah, that's right. There might have been the hope among many people that the current prices we're seeing at petrol pumps might have been a temporary phenomenon, and that maybe as things work themselves out, hopefully in the eastern part of the continent, that the price of oil will go down and we begin to get a little bit of relief from what we're seeing at the pumps. The Taoiseach today is basically suggesting that is not what's going to happen. He has effectively been suggesting that the high prices of oil that we're seeing right now are going to be baked in, that even though Ireland isn't a huge consumer of Russian oil, that there's still going to be a higher price of oil around the world, and that's going to mean higher prices at the pumps for the foreseeable. And he has been suggesting that it's now going to fall to the government to try and do something to help consumers through this crisis.
Rocky might be the best choice of words, but yeah, one is looking at a different era now in terms of pricing around fossil fuels. The war has really exacerbated this and created huge pressure. We will do everything we can to alleviate the pressures on consumers, but if you look at our EU power initiative and communication, is very, very clear that if you reduce permanently Europe's dependence on Russian gas and oil, that has implications for the global market over time.
So Taoiseach says the government will do everything they can, but in later questions and answers with reporters in Brussels, he said they weren't going to do anything before the budget, and that is being rejected today by opposition parties here at Leinster House. Sinn Féin is using its stall time to call for a one-off cost of living payment of up to €200 to help people get through the worst of these excesses.
We appreciate and we understand the government cannot do everything, but they can do more, and we know that there are many households out there struggling, and the government need to take targeted measures now to support those households.
As fuel prices go up, so does the take that the government takes from the like of VAT. So there is an income from that increase, and it's about redistributing that income, but doing it in a targeted way.
Social Democrats certainly believing that there is cause for the government to do more before the budget. People Before Profit also saying that the government should now agitate towards a different pay deal, something which the government is already looking at for public sector workers, but they believe that private sector workers should now be demanding extra pay hikes to deal with the cost of living, particularly if the government says that petrol or diesel is not going to become any cheaper anytime soon.
All right, Gavan, thanks very much for that.